Morning, John. How's it going?
Have you heard about all these bounty hunters roaming around recently? I don't know where they're all coming from.
It's so funny because it's Bounty Hunter Month, and Crips is like, where are all these bounty hunters coming from? If that's intentional or just accidental. Alright, good morning. Happy Saturday. Yeah, I literally just hit the go live button. You are quick this morning. I went for a walk this morning. I did sleep pretty well last night. The first hour was a little bit, I don't know the right word, uncomfortable. I was having trouble getting settled. But then I did actually sleep pretty good. Hey, morning, Diana. Morning, Rowdy. Ooh, Diana's here early this morning. And then I went for a walk this morning. I saw some deer, which is cool, but then something bit the crap out of me. I threw my pants. I've got 3 massive bites on my upper left thigh that were through my yoga pants. I guess it's a mosquito, but damn. Get my workout and I'll be lurking. Nice. So yeah, I ended up only walking, so my phone says 25 minutes. And I did get 8 hours of sleep last night. 8 hours, 23 minutes. Nice. I like how the AI on my phone right now, because it's like, I woke up with a readiness of 82, which is a huge jump from yesterday, but it's best to stick with a gentle walk or light stretching today. My body is still recovering from kidney stone pain, and you're in the phase of your cycle where extra rest goes a long way. It's my resting heart rate, I guess, has been a little high. No, not a fire ant. Those are very different bites. I've had those too. Hey, Jose, good morning. But yeah, these, I didn't think these were mosquito at first because they look a little bit different. They're massive and they're a bit asymmetrical. But I'm going to go with probably a mosquito. I don't know what else would make a bite this big. I thought at first that I kept walking through like webs and I thought maybe a spider got on me, but I don't think these are spider bites. So, but yeah, they itch. I had to turn around. I had to cut my walk short. I had to be like, I gotta go. Something is biting me and I don't like it. I didn't even spray anything on me because I've been on that trail a million times and I haven't been bitten yet. Like, I've never had anything bite me on there. All right, let's take a look at the daily challenges for the day. One animal tea sold. Craft a horse care item. 5 non-player enemies knocked out. Interesting. 1 place top 3 in a takeover showdown. Place top 3 with a score in freeroom events. 5 ram's head picked. 2 seagulls plucked. 2 bounties brought in from New Austin posters. Complete a bounty without killing an enemy or bounty target. We're going to try the Wolfman again today. I know it didn't work last time. 1 player bounty collected. Crypt special stew recipe completed. Donate 3 deadly predator carcasses or skins. Sell 2 goods to a local buyer. Find 3 coins. 3 collectibles found with a shovel. 3 lost jewelry found. Make 200 from selling moonshine. Change your decor. Complete 3 bootlegger missions. Craft or cook items at a wilderness camp. Don't kill an animal for 24 hours. And revive 2 sedated animals. Yep. Yeah, I'm still low on ingredients. We'd have to get some pork in order to do that one. Hey, little Sasha. Let's start with some seagulls, because it's a good time of day for seagulls. I could go outside of Rhodes. I could try near Pelican area. Oh, we could go Van Horn. That's got some good seagulls, too. It's my fast travel. Let's go Van Horn. I don't normally go there. John Wick should get a summer outfit. That suit he's wearing isn't going to cut it in the sun and the heat. It's true. Alright, we got ducks over there. I don't like that there weren't seagulls right there, so I'm gonna go to Rhodes instead. It's gotta wear some cutoffs and like a tank top. Dude, I'm just be slathering this Benadryl stuff on myself all day. Oh my god, so itchy. I wonder if there's a limit. They're probably like, you can use this once. No more than like 3 times in 24 hours. I'll laugh. Do not use on large areas of the body. Does anybody have any plans this weekend? I thought about going and see Moana, but I don't know. I'm just not a big, like, I don't mind going to the movie theater by myself. Like, that doesn't bother me. But I'm just not, like, a big one to go to the movie theater. So the only reason I go as much as I do is if I'm going with someone else. So I have to, like, really want to invest to go on my own. And there's very few movies I'll actually do that for. Plus, it's harder here because I just, like, it's so busy here. Where it was before I lived before, it was fine because, like, the theater's easy to get in and out of. There's tons of parking. Here, it's like, ugh, parking's a pain in the ass sometimes. I could go to the movies to watch a Jackass Best and Last. That's a hard pass for me. I am scheduled to go see Spider-Man. So that's the last weekend of the month. Or I think I'm going August 1st. Actually, probably that Saturday, August 1st, I'll be streaming later in the day because I think I'm going Saturday morning to see it. And again, that's just because it's such a big movie. Like, I want to try to cut down on as much, like, busyness as possible. Go when it's not so crazy. Hopefully. I thought about going Thursday night, like opening night, and then I was like, you know what? That is going to be such a nightmare to deal with. Oh, you know what? We could use a crab. Always a good idea to stock up on these when you see them. Oh no, it started raining. Shit. It's probably not going to be birds here now. So the seagulls sit all along like here, but it literally just started raining, so... What kind of timing was that, Rockstar? I literally just rode out here. You dirty bitches. Birds don't really spawn in the rain very well. As I say that, all the ducks go flying by. Here's the static spawn for if you ever need a loon. This is a static spawn spot right here. Show you where I'm on the map. Oops. So out on the islands off of roads. Pretty consistent. All right, well, no seagulls for us. Let's go do a bounty. Lots of iguanas. Okay, we got pelicans. Got a turkey? Okay, just the seagulls are not here then. Turkey, turkey, turkeys! Turkey for you. Turkey for me. Any day you want to stop raining. Cannot set up camp while near hostiles. What hostiles am I near? Come on, buddy. Let's do this. That'll make it easy to craft something at our wilderness camp. There we go. Oh, I should watch a review just to see how Moana did before I decide. Easiest thing to craft is split point ammo, in my opinion. Nice and quick. You don't have to wait for the animation of cooking. I was able to get this watermelon buy one, get one. There are 2 huge containers, and I've crushed them over the last couple days. Watermelon might be my favorite of all time. I like watermelon. I like the sweeter fruits. So watermelon, red grapes, red apples, cantaloupe. I'll do honeydew melon. It's not my favorite. I'll do regular cantaloupe, though. It's pretty good. Bananas. I will do berries, but they have to be really ripe. Best strawberries I ever had was when I went up to visit my mama the last time, and we got strawberries from a place nearby, and they were amazing. Surprisingly, I've said this before, fruits are not that great down here. Fruits and like tomatoes, it's hard to find really good fruit and tomatoes and like down here, which I wouldn't have thought because it's so warm. But I guess it's just not the right growing environment. Maybe it's too warm. I don't know. Yeah, in your big brown shoe. You got the reference. Adam Sandler. Howdy, it's Angel. How's it going? And I guess right now, technically, you should be avoiding like berries and lettuce because of the parasite that's going around, which is lovely. Guys down there. It's Angel. Thank you so much for the $2.99 donation. That is so kind of you this morning. How's it going? I love it. Well, it doesn't let me heart this one. What? That's crazy. Normally they let me heart the donations. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You just coming in hot.
Yep.
Oops. Well. There goes our don't kill an animal for 24 hours. That's crazy. Dude, when it is stampede, you can't stampede an animal to save your life. But when it's don't kill it, they just like magically appear. Oh my god, these bites are so itchy. I can't stand it. There we go. Alright, I forgot what the... It was don't kill a target or any enemies. 2 for no. Okay, so we'll get one of them here. There wasn't a 2-person one. I guess I put a regular emote in chat. Yeah, normally they let me give a little heart, and it's like, no. Hello, sir.
Hey, now, just kill him.
I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
You're gonna pay for this.
You're gonna pay for this.
You are done as a mule, lady.
It's the eunuch guy. You damn eunuch. Shooting at my horse? What were you thinking? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, I found a jewelry off him. Nice. How kind of you, sir. Alright, let's see. There's got to be some coins nearby, right?
What in all? You smell
What in
your
all
own
hell?
pig?
Okay, man, he is loud. Oh, you know what? I could knock him out. That might count as one of my knockouts. Can I do it when he's on the back of the horse? I don't think I can. No. Okay, let's pull him off.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to listen to him the whole time, and I'm just saying.
What in the?
Dude, he's a tough old guy. Look at this. What? That took an excessive amount of kicks. We have to knock out 5 non-players enemies, though. And that way, we also get a little peace and quiet. Plus, I need 3 coins and 3 diggables. 2 more jewelry. I'm gonna assume these guys give pork because they're. Oh. Okay. That actually just broke me out of animation. Why are they not showing up on my mini-map? That's weird. What is happening? Okay, he did show up, but like
You're gonna regret this.
took a while. I'm in the middle of something, sir. Alright, we can make our meal now, crib stew. The game gonna be doing some weird stuff this morning. Every time I play Red Dead, I want to do like a Young Riders rewatch. I don't even know if you can watch it online anywhere, actually. I think you can watch some of the episodes on YouTube. I think they released like the first 2 seasons on DVD, but not the 3rd. I want to say it only went 3 seasons, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, $17.89 a penny. That's what I started last week with. How rude. So I've got 4 days left on my current job, and then I start my new job next Friday. I'm a little nervous. I think it's gonna be totally fine. Like I shouldn't be concerned. I always pick up on things pretty quickly. But at the same time, like it's always that first day, you know, new people nervousness. I still have to meet with my old boss because she wants to get feedback on what's happening right now on the job. And I was very honest with HR. I met with HR and I was very honest with them about what's going on and one of the big reasons why I was leaving. I doubt it will do anything, but they're going to lose everybody there. Nobody is happy with the stuff they're changing, so my heart can't take it.
And who is this?
It's the bounty.
Keen to make their acquaintance.
It's the eunuch guy.
Pop him in the cell. Done deal.
My coworkers got me a little going away basket, and it had the anxiety. It had an anxiety doll in it, like anxiety from Inside Out, and I was like, "That's perfect." There's some really cool stuff in there, though. I was like, "You guys are so kind." I'll be right down the road. I'll be like 2 blocks away from, a block or 2 away from my old coworker who already moved over there. So she's in a different building from me, but we'll probably meet up and go for walks during the day and stuff. And then we're trying to get our last coworker over there. She's actually already applying for jobs places, but there's just nothing open where we are right now. Trying to get the 3 Musketeers back together again. I gotta clean off my horse. She's all bloody. And I know this won't be like the last change. I was so lucky where I was before, you know, just having such a long career somewhere and like working somewhere, which is what I love, because you get to know everybody, you get to know the job really well, and it's just, that's what I like. I don't love changing every couple years. Down here you sort of have to if you want to progress, which is kind of annoying. And so I've been about 2 years each job, so two a little over 2. At each of the jobs I've been down here. Except my first job when I moved down here, which was not a good fit. I was there like 2 months. Maybe a little longer. But it was not, like, I knew within the first like 2 weeks that it wasn't for me. And so I immediately started looking and applying again. I did feel real bad when I gave my notice there, but I was like, oh, this is not for me. And you know what? It's okay if that happens to you. It is okay to admit that a job that you started you thought was going to be fine is not a good fit, and to find something a little bit better. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. Where is this guy? Oh, is he moving? He is moving. Okay, my bad. She's moving. Yeah, I should have pulled her off first.
Hey, get out of here.
Damn it.
Go on and get the hell out of here.
Come on. Release it! I didn't want her to get inside. Alright, we gotta knock you out before you die from the bullet wound and the dragon.
Go back to hell.
Look, 1 kick, okay? I'm just saying, women are tougher than that. The other guy took like 7 kicks. That's sexist. I think I do kind of like the smaller reticle. It took me a little bit to get used to, but I think I like it. I don't know why I never tried it before. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm getting a little hungry and I'm not sure this watermelon is going to do it. I'm doing a Marvel movie rewatch in anticipation of like all the movies coming out. Oh, I just thought of something though. I really do need to skip ahead and watch all the Spider-Mans before the last week in July. I probably should do that. I was watching in order. So far I have watched So far, I have watched Captain America, The First Avenger, Iron Man 2, The Hulk, The First Hulk with Edward Norton, The Avengers, Captain Marvel. I actually really like Captain Marvel. I know a lot of people don't like that one, but I actually really like it. I don't like her as a person, but I do like Captain Marvel. I think it's good. I think it's a good one. Thor. I think I'm on Dark World right now. Like, I think I got through. Hey Ken, how's it going? I am still playing Red Dead. Yes, my favorite game of all time. I don't grind too much anymore. Like actual. Yeah, you thought that duck was gonna save you. Shot went too high. I just play to have fun and play. Ride my pony around. So that's where I am. I got a lot of movies left to go. But I have, it's December. I have to watch the X-Men's too. I have a list of like movies that you should watch before you watch Doom. But you're playing through the story again? Nice. Yeah, I hop in and I play the story here and there. I need to do a full playthrough again. It's been a while. I like to stream online because I have a little bit more freedom when I'm doing and I don't have to worry about like dialogue and stuff. Alright, so this should get us one of our bounty dailies. We're gonna have to do the Wolfman though for the second one.
Bounty, is it? Looks like you've done a fine job there. Just throw him in the cell.
Alright, so let's see. MCU movies chronological order. Or MC movies watch order. Hey Ghost, how's it going? So there's 57 if you watch all the like little miniseries they put out. So narrative order, I always thought Hulk was right after the first Avenger, so I swapped those. So I did First Avenger and then I watched Incredible Hulk, then I watched Iron Man 2, Thor, The Avengers. Yeah, so I'm up to Thor: The Dark World. Then it'll be Guardians of the Galaxy, The Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Age of Ultron, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Civil War, Black Widow, Black Panther, Spider-Man Homecoming. So I'm gonna have to skip. I'm gonna have to skip ahead and watch the Spider-Mans so I can get all of them in before the first. So I'm gonna have to watch Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. What's this new one called? I can't remember. I wish I had time to play online. I'm just not feeling it anymore. Praying for next gen update, which I heard is done. Yeah, I haven't heard anything on the next gen update, so I don't know. There are way too many MCU movies, it's true, but they're so good and they're connected so well. Hey, Mazin, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good, Ghost. I got a good night's sleep last night. And thankfully, so 2 nights ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m., something like that. Just in agony. Just in horrible pain. And the only other time I've experienced that was years ago. I had a kidney stone. It's the first one I've ever had. It's the only one I've ever had. And it was, so when I first woke up, I thought it was just like cramps, like normal. But it like quickly shifted to just like agonizing pain. You heard about and so that's what I thought it was. Like, sounds like a tall tale. Hey Kieran, how's it going? Appreciate you sharing the stream. Thank you. With the wolves. So my initial thought was after that was that this is going to be another kidney stone. And I had about an hour of just like the worst pain, like debating like, can I make it till urgent care opens in the morning? Am I going to have to Uber to the hospital?
Go up to Lake Isabella and look around those parts.
Because I didn't want to, I wouldn't have wanted to drive and try to figure out parking and everything. I don't even know. I'm assuming I know where the emergency room is, but I've never had to go, so I don't actually know.
His wolves, on the other hand,
might not be. So I'm just laying there like, man, please let me make it until like 8 a.m. But it's like 3 a.m. and I was like, I could not have taken 5 hours of that. And that's basically what happened last time. I made it as long as I could. The pain just got increasingly worse. I like threw up last time, and then finally I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, I have to go to the hospital. This time though, it only lasted an hour and it went away, but it did destroy my sleep a lot. I was able to get a little more sleep that night. So last night I was exhausted, and thankfully just a little bit of discomfort at the beginning of the night, and then I was able to sleep for a full 8 hours, which was good. Did you see what's going on with PlayStation right now with the whole physical discs? Yes. There is such outrage over that. I see a campfire up there. I wonder if he's up on this left-hand side. There is such outrage. I wonder if they'll, like, change their mind. But I don't think so, because I just feel like this is the way the world is going. And unless people actively start fighting back against the loss of physical copies, the problem is that the people who probably care most about it are old, like, of the older generation. Or like not, what I'm saying is not like the young people right now. So I don't know if it'll make a difference, because like I feel like the younger generation wouldn't care. Like everything they do is digital, so they're not going to care about the loss of physical media. Are you up here? You are. It's kind of cruel.
What you got? You smell something?
He's broken. Yeah, he broken. This might not work. He's broken.
Just kill me then. I'ma bite you.
This is wild. There's no wolves up here?
You killed them all. Such a waste.
Can we actually get him out of here?
I won't. I never signed up to your rules. I won't be bound by them. You hear me? I never signed up.
That was
You leave me
weird.
here, living apart from you and your laws. A free man. Don't you bring your rules where there ain't place for them? I'm free, damn you.
Guess it's time to switch to PC then. I know a lot of people are talking about switching to PC. Plus, if you're on PC, you don't have to pay a monthly fee to play online games.
Weak enough for
It's kind of bullshit what consoles have done, honestly. Hey Jess, how's it going? Yeah, no more discs. Having a disc won't prevent what they did to the crew, and you can always download delisted games if you have them. Yeah, I mean, having discs doesn't completely protect you. But I think it's the difference between, like, if you have DVDs and they stop streaming a game anywhere and they pull it, you can still pop that DVD in and watch it. Like, I think that's the idea.
Don't you see? It's always all of us men.
People will probably start to fight back against it, though, would be my guess. You said this is an adult channel as well, because there's a way I tell people about how I feel about it, the DLC things. I mean, I don't stream for kids. If you have kids in the room, that's your parenting responsibility. Because I might say whatever. I might curse. I might not curse. It might be a family-friendly stream because I don't say anything. And I might, you know, whatever. But otherwise, as long as you're respectful, like, and you're not ridiculous.
What would you have done, huh? Up here through winter, cold.
There's a bear around here somewhere. There it is, there it is.
In all their innocence, you would have done the same. Boy, he should have protected himself. He should have been stronger.
This was like the easiest Wolfman I've ever done in my entire life.
I just took what I could.
Like, I wonder if killing those wolves, I wonder if that's like a known bug. Like, if you kill them before he can do anything, if the other wolves just don't show up. Let's see if we actually get it, because it was kind of, whenever a bounty doesn't go how it usually goes, normally it doesn't count for the daily.
I won't be caged.
So last time we had a bunch of weird stuff that happened, and it was kind of broken, and it didn't count. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen again. Let me catch up here. That was crazy. Don't think he wanted to go with you, but it's not his choice. You could sell it at the very least. That's the thing too. Like, you can't sell your digital media. So if you buy a DVD and you watch it, and then at some point you decide you don't want it anymore, you can sell that to something else. But you can't sell your digital media. People already cave in for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I can't really blame them. Those Call of Duty games are just perfect. How is Jess is asking how everybody is today. I had a pirated version of Captain America on my laptop. The ending where he goes down in the plane is kind of sad. Yep, that's the ending. But that's not the ending. How many of you watched, Thomas? You said did you only watch that first one? I didn't watch any of the MCU movies when they first came out. Yeah, it's so funny because Wolfman's pretty consistent with the don't kill an enemy or bounty target, but whenever something weird happens where it bugs out a little bit, it won't work. So odd. I just think they can't justify having the infrastructure to make discs anymore for selling maybe a few thousand discs. I mean, that's what I think. That's what I feel like. That's the way the world is going. People buy less physical media, so for them to spend the money to do it. Now, what needs to probably happen is there needs to be, because I do understand it. If you buy a DVD, you can watch that DVD until you die, right? If you buy a digital copy, they can decide to remove it at any point, technically. And so what's probably going to have to happen is there's going to have to probably be a bunch of legislation that's out there to protect people and their purchases. Because if you buy something and you're supposed to own it, and then like 5 years from now, they're like, oh, you know, we're not going to support that anymore. I don't know. There's just got to be protections. Like you paid money for something you thought you were going to own forever. And it's not going to be right for companies to like take away. He didn't get to go dancing with Peggy. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. But if you watch all of the movies, you might get a somewhat satisfying end to that. But you gotta watch all of them. You gotta watch through like Endgame and stuff. Ghost, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Appreciate you. The whole digital versus physical thing started back in 2013 when they started leaning towards digital. Yeah, I mean, like I said, most people buy digital nowadays. I prefer digital. I get that it's not technically as protected as having a physical copy, but I'm really hard on physical media, and so having digital protects me because I don't have to buy something over and over again because I messed the disc up. All right, do I got anything I can pull out of my coupons? No. Okay, I do have a map I need to pull out of my lockbox, though. See if I can get my... Oh, my camp is in the valley. That's a lie. It's definitely not up in the valley. It's down at the very tip, almost to Blackwater, which is not the valley. Oh, did you go right back there? I'm turned away from there. That is not the valley. Get out of here. I'll be honest, seeing PlayStation doing this digital shit, I'm moving to PC. It's my last console, which is sad because I'm hearing PlayStation 6 is... I mean, if they start charging $1,000 for the PlayStation 6, which, I mean, it's not even out yet. Like, I don't think any prices have been released. People would switch to PC. Like, why wouldn't you spend just a little bit more to get a PC? $1,000 is insane. If you've not watched, is that Brockmere? Brockmire? Brock something, you need to? I don't know what that is. Oh, you said that's why you watch it, you have it forever. I mean, I definitely have some DVDs that I'm holding on to that I have not really been able to let go of because they're like full seasons of stuff. So like the entire series of ER, like Criminal Minds, Supernatural. Ones that I'm like, if they stop streaming it, I'll be so sad. And I'm like, at the same time, I never use the DVDs. So I'm like, and DVDs wear out, so it's not like you necessarily would have it forever, because DVDs can wear out. But I'm just like I'm just so hesitant to get rid of them.
Smell that stew, huh? Delicious.
PC is definitely a little bit harder, because you do have to, your settings, and just like in general, it can be a little bit trickier, so you got to be prepared to deal with a little bit more tech stuff, whereas console is plug and play. Give me 1 second, I don't want to drop this watermelon everywhere. You know, but you could probably get a semi-decent... I mean, Obviously, you'd have to get a top of the line gaming PC, you'd have to spend thousands, but you could probably get something in the 1,500 to 2,000 range that's decent enough for most games that you would play. You can actually take this too. Now, if you're streaming, obviously you got to go a little bit better. Okay, so it didn't work for don't kill. That's fine though. All right, we need one more coin, 2 more jewelry. Actually, let's go to moonshine. Let's see if I got a moonshine going. I've changed decor, 3 bootlegger missions, and sell my moonshine. Or not buy one at all, I still have my Xbox One. I will say, even though this is not my job, because I stream, I do like to have kind of, I don't need to have the latest necessarily, but I need to have something good for streaming. Nothing's gonna last forever no matter what you do, it's true. Just enjoy the things while they last and move on. My only concern with, like I said, digital versus physical is that if you buy something and they take it away from you, then I feel like that's pretty unfair because you spent money on something that should be yours.
What shall we create?
So I think that's one of the main concerns. Hey, Corbin. Good morning.
The time has come, yes? The new batch is prepared, and these buyers are worth
If you can't buy a gaming PC
impressing,
and have a normal
yes?
PC, just jailbreak your PS5.
I
I think
have
probably
done
most people
my
would know how to
part.
do all that
Now
stuff.
you must
I bought
do
GTA San Andreas
I
way
have
before
prepared
Rockstar decided to remove
something,
it from the store, and I still have it in my
superior.
library.
Something that will bring them crawling back for more.
Calling back for
And now,
more.
You must let nothing stand in your way.
Oh, can I roll my R
not
again?
Even the revenue
I did that on a
men.
Fortnite stream, so most people
So,
weren't here.
on
It's the
your
first time
way,
I've ever been
huh?
able to roll my R so
Bon
good.
route.
I was like, that'll never happen again. But I feel like I almost had it there where I was starting to say something. I was like, ooh. I played a little bit more Black Flag yesterday. I haven't gotten too into it yet. I think one of the trickiest things for me is going to be this stuff on the ship. So, like, I had to, like, take out a ship yesterday and then, like, pull alongside it, and it's just really awkward. I'm like, I'm like trying to slow the ship down, but then also like turn it to come alongside it. And I feel like I'm just gonna fail a lot when it comes to that because it's kind of awkward for me. Ooh, Madam Zar's here. Nice. What can I lock onto over here? Oh, there was a person standing there. I was like, that was weird. You're playing story mode with cheat codes. I don't think anything is wrong with modding or using cheats for any single player game. It's when you're modding or using cheats in a multiplayer game that negatively affects the other person's gameplay. That's when it shouldn't be allowed. Taking away licenses is BS. Found out recently that my dad chipped our PS1 to take home. Oh, hang on. Let me turn. Take homemade copies of games. I always thought it could just do that. Taking license away is like I want to say that's one of the biggest concerns people have going away from physical media is taking away licenses. Why do people stream the same game at the same time, like I do, like Saturday morning at 9 a.m.? Because then people know what when to expect you streaming, and like people can like kind of count on it. Yeah, the problem is the cheat code, you can't save your game. Is that all games, by the way, or is that just some games? I do know a lot of games you can't save, like, or you can't get trophies, which totally makes sense. Like, you shouldn't be able to get trophies if you're using cheats, because if, like, there's a trophy to, like, I don't know, never die during a mission or whatever, and you have a cheat that's, like, you can't die, then you didn't really accomplish that trophy. Because you used a cheat. So, like, not being able to get trophies makes sense. Not being able to, like, save, because some games you can't. But like not being able, like I don't get. I was like, just let people have fun, you know. Nobody attacked us. I guess we weren't going to get stopped at the blockade. Alright, that should be our 200 money trading. We'll go back, start up another moonshine, and I will change the decor and then start up one bootlegger mission. We probably won't get the 3 though. I'd have to like make a conscious effort. And we'd have to have like ones pop up. Ooh, salvage. We could go in there and potentially get top 3. That is one of the... Oh, I don't want to do that. That is one of the dailies today. I don't know if I'm in the mood to be around other players, though. I think I'll skip it. Feeling antisocial this morning. How far did you get in Black Flag? Not very far. I got to Nassau. And then we went out and took down a ship for some goods and stuff.
There you are.
That was pretty much it. Yeah. So not super far. I rescued some pirates on Nassau to be on my ship. Alright, we'll leave the basic decor and we're just going to change our photo. I like the fox. Assassin's Creed game, everyone's playing it at the same time. They don't play something different. They play it when everyone has the game almost beat. You mean like streaming it?
Anything else you need?
Are you talking about like Black Flag because it's new? Is that following me? Why are you following me, sir?
I have some ideas.
I will say for me, I don't pay attention to what anybody else is streaming. So like a lot of times when something new comes out, everybody streams the same thing because it's new and you want to be the person people are watching on this new thing. So otherwise they'll just go watch something else. For me, I just stream whatever I think is fun or I think you guys might be interested in seeing to decide if you want to buy it. But like, I'm a Red Dead streamer. People don't watch me for anything else for the most part. There's a couple of you that show up and it's amazing because we can chat in a smaller setting. It's when I stream like Fortnite or I do some Assassin's Creed or I do like Disney Dreamlight. And so like there's a couple core people that come in and it's cool because it's just a couple of us chatting, which is nice. Bootlegger mission. But
so,
at its
not sure
core,
if you
my
heard,
channel
but the
is
revenues
built
are
around
out
Red Dead.
blocking roads
So that's
now,
why
stopping
I
wagons,
enjoy playing
making
Red Dead.
everyone
I
very
want to
nervous.
continue to stream Red Dead, and
We
I
ain't
make
gonna
sure
run.
that I pick
We ain't gonna sit
pretty
here and just
consistently
wait for them
Saturdays to
find
stream
us.
it so that people know they can expect
go
me to
and
stream
remind
Red
them
Dead.
how
Whereas if I
nothing's
stream during the
certain but
week,
death
I
and
could stream Red
taxes.
Dead, but I'm probably streaming
Minus
something
the
else
second
to do
part.
a little variety. But that way on Saturday mornings, people know, hey, I'm here for Red Dead on Saturday. Now, anybody who is here watching right now, Saturday, August 1st, I will not be streaming at 9 a.m. I need this guy to keep going because he's going to think that I'm like after his moonshine, and I'm not. But I am here for this blockade. Actually, the blockade is not here. Shit, I'm going to have to keep going. Saturday, August 1st, I will be going to see... I'm pretty sure that's when I scheduled to go see Spider-Man in the morning, so I will not be streaming at 9 a.m. I will likely stream later in the day, so after I get back, but it's like a 2.5-hour movie or something like that, and previews and all that whatnot. So, and I think it starts at 8 a.m., so 9, 10, 11. I probably won't be home till closer to noon, and then I'll probably start up a stream after I get home. You have to knock out some non-player enemies. You might die. Okay, there we go. One bootlegger mission, and we got our knockouts. Perfect, perfect. The full lobby trail rides are sadly far behind us. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I could do a trail ride, but, like, most people aren't playing Red Dead anymore, so it would be a tiny, tiny group. And just with my schedule, it's been harder to, like, plan things like that, honestly. And I don't know, if my schedule were different, I don't know how much more of Red Dead I would stream just because nothing's happening in the game. Like, I love playing it. I love hopping on Saturdays. This is very cathartic. I get to chat with all you guys. I get to hang out in a game that I love. But if I were... I couldn't stream it 5 days a week. There's no way. Because there's not anything new coming in. And even though I enjoy playing it, there's nothing for me to do, like, to have a goal for anymore, if that makes sense. So it would be difficult if I was, like, full-time streaming to stream this game full-time. I probably would not. I think that's why most streamers who this is their job do variety for that reason. It is harder to be a variety streamer. So if you watch somebody and you watch them for something specific, then most people are less likely to watch them for something else. And it's only if, like, there's usually a core group of people that watch for the streamer. And then most people watch the streamer because it's a specific game. So it is kind of tricky. So, like, when Red Dead started going downhill and a lot of people who stream Red Dead started doing variety, that was why. Because they had to start shifting to a different audience in order to continue to, like, stream and, like, survive and, like, make money. All right, we got our 3 with the shovel and 3. Okay, I think we need 2 more jewelry. One over here. Yeah, I do miss. There was some chaotic that happened back then that I don't miss, but I do miss, like, a full lobby trail ride. So plus we did some fun games sometimes. We had, like, I need to get more peaches too. Let's pick up some raspberries. We did, like, oh, did I start my moonshot up again? Yeah, I went down and started up. We did, like, the scavenger hunt was fun. We did hide and seek was fun. We did some fun things back then. But sadly, like, most of the people I used to play with don't even play Red Dead anymore. So sad. But some of us play other things, and some people I've lost track of. Like, we just haven't chatted in a long time because, you know, sadly that is the life of gaming. People go their separate ways. All right, buddy, you're okay. You're all right. So I heard somewhere, I was reading an article earlier, and it was talking about how there's been some, like, horses showing up in, like, some of the, like, marketing materials for, like, GTA 6, and people are like, oh, are you going to be able, like, in the wilderness areas, will, like, riding a horse be an option? And I was like, yes, please. I will definitely buy GTA if I can ride a horse through the wilderness areas, so, like, the Everglades and stuff. And, like, there's a lot of, like, nature areas on the map. Like, obviously there's the main city, but there's a lot of map that's, like, wilderness area. And if I could, like, ride a horse through that, I'd 100% buy GTA just for that. It wouldn't even be a question. I'd be like, yep, doing it. Now, I don't imagine that will be a thing, but it is interesting. It is interesting. It would be easy, like, it would have been easy for them to put that in. I mean, it's like, obviously, cars, motorcycles, like, all that in the main city, like, boats. There's, like, a river boat thing in the trailer, whatever they call that, on the Everglades. But, like, in the wilderness areas, like, that would be a legitimate means of transportation, you know? It wouldn't be too far-fetched. Belladonna. And they have the horse. They already have all, like, it wouldn't be hard to put them in. It's not like they have to recreate it, you know? Oh, we only need one more. That was okay. So there was a lot to do. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we don't even need the 2 bootlegger missions. We can revive 2 sedated animals. That'd be super easy. Gotta sell some teeth. Gotta craft a horse care item. Let's see if I've got this. Oh, I don't have the stuff for horse mail. We need beets. All right, we need to go to the stables. Go to Blackwater so we can go to the stables. So we can buy some stuff. I don't even think there was something on the ground there. Like, what? By the way, we're now reset on Don't Kill It for 24 game hours. Now, I don't need it, but what a troll. Like, what an absolute troll. There were supposed to be horses in GTA 5, but it was cut. Ooh, I did not know that. I'm just saying, Rockstar, if you put some horses in GTA 6, like anybody, and that was the entire comment section basically underneath this article. There were hundreds of comments. People were like, if you could ride a horse in there, he goes, I'll just get to that point. And he says, I'd 100% buy GTA. I'll just get to that point and ride my horse around. And I was like, yes. Morning, Karen. How are you today? Morning, Stellar. Welcome in. Hey, hey, hey. And it's already July 11th. Like, when are we getting more, like, I feel like we should have another trailer at this point, right? Or something. When is it coming out? October or is it November? I can't remember. I guess if it's November, we still have a little bit of time. We still have 3.5 months if it's November. I think it is November now that I think about it. So I guess, okay, yeah, so 3.5 months. Like, just release some more information already. Little teases. I can't make an informed decision until I see more. My feeling on Black Flag is I probably should have just waited because I just don't have as much time to play right now, and I probably should have waited for it to go on sale. I'm not saying it's not going to be a good one, but like, I probably didn't need to spend 60 on it. Especially with so many things coming up. And I am enjoying it. It's beautiful. Like, I'm having a good time with it. But again, since I bought it, I've played like 3.5 hours. Today I'm going to pre-order my physical disc copy of Wolverine from Best Buy. Nice. Juo's a big physical copy. So like, he ordered the Black Flag digital copy. I'm sorry, physical copy. So he's super bummed about physical media going away. He's talking about switching to PC because of it. Yeah, I know they want to hold off with their marketing and stuff. But I'm just saying, I could use some more. I'm not buying it until we get much, much closer. I don't need to. You can, again, you can pre-order the day before to still get all the pre-order bonuses. So I don't pre-order that far out for anything, really. The only thing that I did an early pre-order of was Ghost of Yotei, I believe. And if Red Dead 3 were announced, I would do an early pre-order. But it's pretty rare, because you don't need to. I would only do it if I want to, like, show my massive support for something, I guess. Or if I was, like, really sure I was getting it. Okay, now we can make... We should be able to make... horse mail. Don't run into me. I have a desire to go do a black belt mission. Let's go. Hello, sir. I'm gonna run into you. Yeah, I mean, I warned you. Get away from the fast travel. Alright, on my way to Black Belt, we are going to grab an arrowhead and a coin. I don't know. I feel like I've been in a little bit of a gaming slump lately. I don't know. Life's just, you know, life's just lifing right now. I was really into Disney Dreamlight. Just had that Honeyglow Woods update, which brought Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and Eeyore to the valley. And the area is, it's been so much fun. Like, it's such a relaxing, like, fun thing. Very, very cozy game. Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced, gutted half the soundtrack, and crammed it into an unfinished game with no Freedom Cry DLC, which I think is unfortunately going to be $45. I mean, I don't know. Most people that I've heard talk about it say that it's just as good or better than the original. I didn't play the original, so I can't speak to that. But I have a bunch of friends playing it right now, and they're loving it. So, must have done something good, I guess. My gaming budget is high this year. Ace Combat 6, GTA 6. I was going to buy Forza 2, but there's no release date on PlayStation, and the day one hype is long dead since it launched months ago on Xbox. Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in the next 2 years. I think the next one that I'm probably really excited for is Fable, but that got pushed to 2027, so probably February, I guess, or early next year. Obviously, GTA 6 is on the potential list. Wolverine, Wolverine looks really good. I don't know if I'll get that day one, though. I don't know if I like Wolverine, but I don't know. I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one. We'll see. But there's a bunch of stuff. But yeah, if you're a big gamer, like, there's a lot over the next like 6 to 9 months coming out that could potentially hit the wallet pretty good. I probably should have waited on Black Flag. It's not that I regret my purchase or anything. It's just like thinking about it, I was like, I probably could have saved a little bit. They go on sale pretty quickly, I feel like, Ubisoft games. I probably could have saved a little bit there. I did get the DLC for Disney Dreamlight for free because, technically for free because I had rewards. So I didn't have to pay for that one. That one's only $17, so, but I didn't have to pay for that one. So that was good. So I could kind of look at that as like, I didn't pay as much because I was planning to buy both of them anyway, and technically I didn't pay $17 for something, so. I regret buying Mirage because I can't play it without internet. Really? I hate it when they do that. You can't play any of the game without internet? That shouldn't be allowed. I played a little bit of Mirage and I just wasn't super impressed. I think because it has to do with that one guy, right, that I don't like. It's like his story or whatever, but then he's in Valhalla and I didn't like him in Valhalla. Like, I hate him in Valhalla. Even though I haven't finished Valhalla, I feel like he's gonna betray them, and I don't know, maybe that's not a thing. I guess I should finish Valhalla at some point. What I should do is stop buying video games and start playing stuff that I have. Isn't that always the gamer's dilemma? You buy a million games and then you just don't play them. The thing is there's so many games that I love that I tend to go back and try and replay stuff, because if I know I love a game, it's like rewatching movies. I'll rewatch movies and rewatch TV shows that I know I love because it's like a soothing thing. You know you're gonna love it. You're not investing time in something that's maybe not gonna be good. And so it's the same thing with games. Like, I've done a bunch of playthroughs of Tsushima, of Red Dead, obviously. I started a new playthrough of God of War. I'm in the Final Cut New Game Plus for Alan Wake 2, but that one's a much harder game to play. Like, I need guides for that game for some of it because it's just so tricky on how to get through. And so it's hard to get super invested in that because I have to really be prepared to
You here to do
get
my
through some
business?
difficult sections. Oh, I don't have a horse theft? Bitch. Why not? That's so rude.
Take a hold of this. It's everything you need to know.
The only bad game I've played was
There
Sonic
in
Forces, and that
plain
one was
English.
horrible. Dude, I started a new
Get it
playthrough
done
of
for
Horizon
me,
2,
you'll
and I
be
got
on my
so
good
far. I was
side.
like, this is the time I'm gonna
No one
finish it. And
lasts
then I
very long
haven't
on my
played it in
bad
like 2
one.
weeks.
Have yourself a read of that, and you follow them instructions precisely. It's all there in black and white.
I don't know why. It's like a book. Games that don't capture my attention right away, it's like a book. A danger noodle. Northern copperhead snake. I never get samples. Of snakes. Last time I played Red Dead 2 was like 2 years ago. I would be sad. I don't think I could go that long without playing it. Like, even though I don't really grind and do anything anymore, like, I'll still do story playthroughs. I just don't do them as often as I used to. But, like, even online, like, I'll just hop in. I'll hop in 10 minutes before bed and then just ride through the woods for, like, 10 minutes. And then I'll go to sleep. Like, I don't even do anything. I don't do any missions. I don't do any collecting necessarily. Sometimes I'll collect a little bit. Sometimes I just hop in to, like, ride around. It's okay, Belladonna. The scary snake is gone. Intercept the wagon before it reaches Emerald Ranch. Well, I probably should stop fucking around then. I replay story games for completion of the trophies, which sucks so bad because it's more tedious than casual. It is true. When you're going for the trophies, it is a lot more tedious because you have to, like, you can't just enjoy the game. That's why the first time I play a game, I don't typically worry about any of that. Well, probably like you. I don't worry about the trophies. I don't worry about platinuming it. I don't worry about any of that. I just play to enjoy the game. And then if I really enjoy the game and I want to do a second playthrough, then I'll be like, okay, what trophies do we have? Because there's things that I can get. Obviously, some games are easier to platinum than others. I still probably only have... I have to look. I don't know. It's not many platinums. Like, less than 20. Maybe probably less than 15, I would guess. And it's got to be... If I look at the trophies and I think that it's going to be, like, really difficult, and or if I think I can't do it, then I won't worry about it at all. But if I look at them and I'm like, that's definitely doable, then I get in this mindset of I've got to do it, even though there's really no reason to. I played Red Dead 2 once and ended after chapter 6 and still say I completed it because I did finish Arthur's story. You missed out on some good stuff in the epilogue, I'd say. I will say, when the first time I played through, I was so stunned at the end of chapter 6. I was just sobbing. It was like 2, 3 a.m. something. It was like, you know, early morning hours. And I'm just like crying, and then finally I stop crying and I'm just sitting there like stunned. And you start the epilogue and it's like John and Abigail arguing while in a wagon, and I'm just like, this is so surreal right now. Like, I don't even know what to do. I'm so sad. And like I don't even know. And I feel like I just got to a point where I could save. Like, I finished that one mission with the wagon. And then I, like, logged off for the night. I was like, I can't. But I did go back and finish, because the epilogue was really good. It did add some really good stuff. Because you get to meet up with, like, Charles and Sadie again. And you get a little bit of... Plus, if you played Red Dead 1, you get to link the two stories. You get to link, like, what happened. I wonder how far I'm gonna have to take this since I waited so long. I can't really say I care about getting platinum because all I care about is if I have fun. Yes, it's something weird in my brain, honestly, where if I think that I can check all the boxes and, like, complete something, then I get in this mindset of, like, I have to do it. And it does literally become... It gets to a point where, like, it's not fun. The very last trophy for God of War Ragnarok was so tedious. I literally, like... I should have gone forward. This was dumb. I tried to turn because I thought you were going, but I'm not going to. Can I cut through and not wreck this wagon? I don't know that I can because it goes down this bank over here. You could try. You could try. But yeah, the last Ragnarok was one of the worst, where just like the last trophy, and I had to use a guide to find it because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna find all these things. And I was like exhausted by the end. I stayed up way too late and I was like, I'm finishing this. And I was like, at that point it's not even fun. So like, what are you doing with your life? But it's like my brain just gets in this like, you can do it, so you have to do it sort of a thing. You gotta finish it. I don't know. Which is wild because I start plenty of things that I don't finish. Take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. Perfect.
Thanks.
We got it. Jack, and I'm gonna say if there's people here that probably haven't played Black Flag, so let's keep spoilers off of chat, please. Especially since they just re-released it, so. Ooh, this is collectible. My bad. Sorry, girl. I always watch when someone plays it on YouTube. Just watched. Oh, you mean like the epilogue? I know a lot of people that do that. Like they don't play the games themselves, but they'll like just watch somebody play it so they can see what happened. Sometimes they do that if I don't want to do a playthrough or something, but I want to see what happened. I'll watch somebody. I only have racing game platinums. Might do Kerbal Space program. Platinum and maybe Red Dead 2 before eventually die in a million years. The only spoiler I want to tell is GTA 5 spoilers on cars. I mean, you just sort of spoiled Black Flag. So, you did tell a spoiler. I have 11. I have 11 platinum trophies. I've got Diablo 4. Can I just look at platinum? Ghost of Tsushima, Phasmophobia, Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Hogwarts Legacy. So you can see I don't do too many of them. Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition, Ghost of Tsushima, so that was the other. Did I get 2 platinums for that? Director's Cut and the regular one? Red Dead Redemption 2. That should be it, yep. I probably shouldn't stop on the train tracks. Not smart. Somewhere around here-ish. Too bad the ghost train isn't online. That'd be fun. That would be fun. So yeah, not too many platinums, but I can get kind of hung up on that. If I think I can finish it, I will. So like there's some that I would never platinum, like Dead by Daylight. It's not even possible for me to platinum that. I don't play it enough. I don't like it enough. I actually don't play it at all anymore. I used to play a bunch of Dead by Daylight. I just need to uninstall it, honestly. I'm probably never going to play it again. The community is so toxic. I mean, I don't have to see endgame chat, which is nice, but like there's so much toxic behavior in that game on both sides, killer and survivor. And thank goodness I don't have to see the endgame chat, because I regularly see people post things where somebody just tells them to kill themselves after the endgame. And I'm just like, why do people play this game? It's so stressful. I want AC Black Flag to have a drifting mechanic so the Jackdaw just drifts automatically when you ram into a ship. I mean, technically the waves kind of do make you drift a little bit. Not like a car, though. I know you're right here. I saw you come up. Where are you? There you are. I have 5, 3 which I got the same day, but one of those is just a double dip of GT7 PS4 version. I have to do it on a PS5. So yeah, that might be what my one is. My Tsushima might be PS4, PS5. I know. I know that I did not complete all the trophies for Iki Island for Tsushima. I need to go back and do that. And I probably will never Platinum Shadows. Even though I completed the game. Like, I feel like it's going to just be this tedious thing. And I don't like the side content enough, so I probably would never Platinum Shadows. Red Dead Online should definitely have invite only. The fact that GTA has invite only and they never did that on Red Dead, and I think the reason why people were postulating they did that is that the player base is much smaller and they didn't want to split it even more, but who cares? Because they want everybody in the lobby because they don't want people to quit because they can't find other players to like kill, I guess, and be in the Wild West. But I was like, that's a stupid reason. Because then you just lose players that want to be by themselves that get harassed by people in game. So you're gonna lose somebody. Might as well lose the asshole. Dun, 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 dun. Guess we'll just do a little collecting. Gotta start getting my collections back up. I wonder, because we just had all of the roles, and then we went right into Bounty Hunter. I wonder when, because they haven't done, like, just Collector in a while, so I wonder if they're going to do Collector soon. I will not be prepared. I sold all of my collections. The only bad part of the AC Black Flag Racing is it needs more takedown animations. I've actually been pretty pleased so far with the animations, the fighting animations. You know, we got the roll across the back, we've got the takedown, we've got different finishers. You got the sweep, the leg, you got the kick so far. So I'm actually not unhappy with the combat so far. So that is one thing that sometimes hangs me up in an AC game is the combat feels clunky, but this actually feels pretty good for the most part. I had some issues with the camera in close quarters, and that's a lot of games. So I can't be too mad about that. I think the hardest part for me is going to be the stuff on the ship. Controlling the ship on the waves and stuff. But I am excited to explore underwater a little bit more. I've already seen a whale, some dolphins, turtles, but I want to like swim underwater and see stuff. Kerbal Space Program Platinum basically just visit all planets and moons and dock in space. But only something like 1,000 people have it. That's interesting. It's been many moons. That's no moon. It's a space station. Do, do, do. Oh, I also have to finish Ted Lasso. I really need to do that because my Apple Plus is probably about to run out. I need to finish Ted Lasso. I think I'm in season 3 right now. I think there's 4 seasons, so I really need to get on that. There's not too many episodes per season, though, I don't think. One of the best quotes, and it's not a quote from Ted Lasso, I think it's Walt Whitman, is what he said, is be curious, not judgmental. And I really try to take that, I'm really trying to, like, make that a part of my, like, thought process lately. I'm on a mission to try to think more positively and try to stop like immediately thinking the negative. And not that I do. I do tend to probably try to think the best about people, even if they've shown me probably I shouldn't. I do give people second chances, and I like try to assume the best of people, but like my thought process tends to go more negative than positive, with just stuff that happens in life. So I'm trying to really change that and like try to have my thought process go toward like a positive instead of a negative. It's hard though, and like even my therapist was saying, it takes time because you're trying to reframe something that's been a part of your personality since childhood, and so it just takes time to like neural pathways, change your neural pathways and everything. But I really like that quote, and I think I've known so many people that just think the worst of everybody, and I don't want to be like that either, because I was like, yes, sometimes they do have ill intentions or are doing things intentionally, and I do think you need to have good boundaries, and like I'm not saying to stay in a situation where it's not healthy, but at the same time, like I think sometimes we assume the worst of people when they're not even thinking about us at all. And what their actions, what they're doing is just because of what's going on in their life. And it has nothing to do with you personally. So I think it's a good, be curious, not judgmental. And I heard somebody give a speech using that exact quote the other day. And it was like really good. And he's like, when I'm in traffic, he goes, I try to assume if like somebody cuts me off in traffic, he's like, I try to assume the best. Like maybe they're in a hurry, they're rushing to the hospital, like something's wrong, maybe they just got bad news. And he goes, or maybe they need to poop. And he's like, so I try I try to assume that they didn't cut me off because they're an asshole and give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, yeah, you will be, you really will, because it's like they could be being an asshole. But think about how much better of a mood you'll be in if that is your first thought. Maybe they need to poop, you know, then, you know, start yelling and screaming and cursing and, you know, flipping them off in traffic and your blood pressure's raising. And like, think about how much better you'll feel as a person if you don't automatically assume the worst of everybody. So I don't know. I kind of like it. I need to go to an area that's got a few more collectibles. This is... We'll go to Tumbleweed. Is any mod available for Red Dead 2 online? Because if we join online lobby, everyone's hacking here. So if you're on PC, are you on PC? Jess was here. I don't know if Jess is still here. Jess is on PC, and there is a file where you can get a solo lobby. But I'm not on PC, so I don't know exactly how it works. But you can actually set up where you have a solo lobby if you're on PC. If you're on PlayStation, you can get a solo lobby by dropping your MTU settings down. But you can't participate in some activities when your MTU settings down. It's basically just lowers your internet or the ability to connect, and it shifts you from lobby to lobby. And so because it's shifting you so frequently, this is my understanding of it, I don't know if this is actually true, you don't really get into a lobby with other people because you don't have like a stable connection. But you can't do any of the, or some of the activities that require you to be fully online. I bought a game called Wukong, and I'm glad I didn't get it when it first released. It had no maps. It seems like it would be unplayable without maps. It's an awesome game, though. I've thought about playing that one. I hear it's really hard, though. I hear it's like a really hard game. Like the fights and stuff are kind of hard. That's my Crimson Desert right now. Although they've made a lot of improvements to it. The boss fights are pretty difficult. Oh, this is not where this is. Oh, it's all the way over there. I'm totally in the wrong spot. I don't know what I was looking at on the map. Maybe they're giving birth. That's true. Maybe somebody is in the car giving birth. And they're trying to get to the hospital. But I don't know. That kind of reframing like really makes a lot of sense. Because you stress yourself out less. If your outlook is a little bit more forgiving and positive, you're less likely to be miserable, I feel like. Boss fights in Wukong are difficult, but not impossible. I feel like I would struggle. I'm not... This is me. Do you see? I just... I can't even get around it. I'm just not that good at video games, you know? I'm average at video games. What the hell, dude? Stop running off the side! Turn. Turn. I don't understand why she won't turn. This is... Let's go the other way. No, we can't go the other way. Fucking turn! Turn again! Unless if someone drives a Hummer or a BMW that cut people off, maybe they also have to poop. Maybe they also have to get to the hospital. I will say, I don't think of a particular car as, like, somebody intentionally being an asshole, but, like, the big trucks, you know, where they're intentionally being obnoxious, like, that's, like, okay, come on, my guy. Damn, $1 million. That's, like, $1 million in today's money. $1 million will only get you so far in today's money. Alright, let's go get this jewelry. Somewhere. Ooh, it must be on the outside. I don't know why. I was looking at this map totally wrong here. I'm like thinking everything is on the opposite side. Jess says, just search up Red Dead Redemption 2 metafile, and you're going to want to click on the one that says GIST on GitHub, and then they will explain more how to put it in your file. So if you're on PC and you need to have a solo lobby so you don't have to deal with hackers and modders, take a look at what Jess just said there, because she's on PC and she can get a solo lobby. And so she's telling you to look for a specific file and then follow the instructions on how to install it and use it. You should think of Tesla owners to be a-holes. I will say, when I see the Cybertruck driving around, I'm just like, it's such an ugly vehicle. I know people like the Cybertruck, but man, it is a hideous eyesore in my opinion. I don't know. It's not my fave. Not my fave. I keep seeing this guy driving around, what is he? Was he in some kind of Jeep or whatever? And there's this really pretty teal you can get. And I was like, that is the prettiest color of all time. And I want it. Can you make my car that color? Because I loves it. So the car, yeah. I mean, I think it's ugly. I know I probably just offended somebody who's like, oh my god, that's my dream car and it's beautiful. Hey, that's your dream car. You get it, man. I just think it's hideous. Got into an accident with a car on my moped and ended up giving the guy a hug and saying it's alright because he was clearly stressed about it. Basically happened because we both ran a yellow. Aw, see, that's so nice. I think, yeah, giving people, like, grace and, you know, forgiveness and kindness can go a long way because life's hard. You know, life's real hard. And you never know what somebody's going through. And it's so true. Like, I know you hear that and you're like, okay, yeah, but everybody's got hard stuff. But yeah, you, like, literally know, you never know what somebody is experiencing in that particular moment. I saw this video clip of a woman at a daycare. I don't know if you guys have seen this, where she was playing with a 2-year-old and she was like throwing him around or whatever. Well, she threw him up in the air and went to catch him and she lost her balance and she like fell back and they both fell. The kid fell, he hit his head on the ground. And I don't know if there's an official, like, official because they're saying he got a concussion and like he does have some injuries or whatever, and people are calling for like massive jail time for this woman who is clearly distraught, and obviously like there needs to be consequences for actions, but it was an accident. Like, you can watch in the video, she's super distraught when it happens. It wasn't intentional. She was just playing with this kid. She was trying to toss him up in the air, and I get it, it's not her kid and it's daycare, and again, I know that just because something is an accident doesn't mean there's not consequences for your actions. But at the same time, like, people are villainizing this woman and like calling for really awful stuff to happen to her. And I was like, oops, danger noodle. But if you watch the video, it's like clearly, at least in my opinion, it looks like it's not like she was, you know, you see the videos of like, you know, daycare workers or whatever that are like abusing kids and like being mean and intentionally like hitting them or throwing them on the ground. No, this was not it. She was just playing with this kid. And yes, she was stupid. She did something stupid. She made a mistake. But it's like, we're all human. And, you know, she's going to pay for that for the rest of her life. Like, she's going to think about this for the rest of her life, no matter what you do to her. This will be in her mind. It probably will impact her for the rest of her life. So, I don't know. People on the internet love to be the loudest, I guess, about stuff. And which is crazy to me. Because again, if she had been intentionally, like, trying to hurt him, yes, crucify her. But at the same time, like, it's clear that that's not what was happening. And, like, some people were in the comment section were legitimately saying that, too. And we're like, guys, like, you can tell she's distraught. Like, you can, like, even if it was a stupid thing, like, she made a mistake, like, and yes, unfortunately, and basically the way somebody put it was like, I'm sorry for this woman whose life will be forever impacted. I'm sorry for the kid whose life will be forever impacted. I'm sorry for the parents of the kid whose lives will forever be impacted by this thing that happened. So it's like, it's a lose-lose. Like, it was an accident, but it happened and it has consequences. The kid is going to maybe have lifelong learning issues because of it. I don't know if they have an official on if there's long-term, like, lasting physical or mental, like, things that happen to him. You know, and then the parents are gonna have to deal with that for the rest of their life as well, and like, knowing that this thing happened to their family. So it's like, nobody wins here. It's everybody loses. It's a shitty situation. I saw that the lady was kind of heavy and she fell on the kid afterwards. She shouldn't have been she definitely should not have been throwing him up in the air like that. She definitely made a stupid decision. She made a mistake. Like, and again, I'm not taking away from the fact that her mistake has cost a child, you know, his health. potentially. But yeah, I don't think it was malicious or intentional. So to call for like her to die, like she should be killed, like that's such an extreme like thing for something that was not an intentional like thing that she did to this child. She was just, they were having fun. The kid was having fun. He was laughing. She was playing. She made a poor decision in the moment. And again, it has lasting, lifelong implications. But it wasn't intentional. And I think people just can't separate that out, I guess. You're gonna get a Honda V6 Accord. Honda's a good vehicle. I have a Honda right now. They're very reliable. I probably will never go Honda again, even though I mean, it's hard to say. This Honda has been very reliable. It's been very low maintenance. I do only have like 40,000 miles on it, and I've had it for 7 years now. It's been paid off for 4. My experiences with Honda have not been the best, but my guess is like a lot of companies are like that now. My experiences with Nissan were much better. Like customer service was much better, but the car was it was a Versa, and it was sort of high maintenance. I had to buy a lot of tires for that car. So my not wanting to buy another Honda is because of the customer service that I've experienced, but at the same time, like, I don't know. So up north, I've been to Honda a couple times, and my experience with them was not great. One of the ones where they were like, we need you to leave your car with us because it's making this noise and we can't figure out what it is. So we're gonna need you to leave it for the day. And they're like, no, we don't do loaner cars. You're just gonna have to rent a car. I was in an area where like Ubers weren't a thing. And it's like during the middle of the day and like I have to get to work, like I've got to do things. So like I went ahead and was like, okay. I was like, I guess I'll just rent the car for the day. It was like $50 to rent the car for the day. It doesn't matter that I turned it back in early because they called me like an hour later, maybe 2 hours later, and we're like, you can come pick your car up. We just can't figure out what it is. And so I spent $50, and I was like, I feel like you guys need to reimburse me this car rental because you told me you needed my car the entire day. Like, I didn't even have to go to work yet. I thought I was going to have to go to work. And I was going to need, like, this rental car to get to work. And then down here, I just took my car to get 2 recalls fixed. And then I had them check because my engine light, or my airbag light was on. And she's like, yep, nothing's wrong with the airbag. And, you know, maybe just something with the light or whatever. We've reset it. And she was acting as if there was no charge for it until she's like, okay, it'll be $206. And I was like, I'm sorry, what is that for? And she was like, that was the diagnosis fee for the... And I was like, I feel like you probably should have told me it was going to be $200. It was $199 plus tax. Most of that was labor. I was like, I feel like you probably should have let me know it was going to be $200 to check the light because I could have taken it somewhere else and they would have checked it for free. They would have checked that light for free, and if there's nothing wrong with it, they just would have reset it. And I was like, $200. The light came back on a week later, and I know I should have taken it back to Honda and been like, you bitches charged me $200 and the light's back on. But I was like, if I take it back there, they're going to end up charging me another $200. They'll find something wrong with it. I was like, whatever. The light's just on right now. They told me nothing was wrong with the airbag, and it's just a faulty sensor, I guess. So I am not dealing with it right now because I'm not paying another whatever for them. I'll take it somewhere else. I only asked them to look at it because I was already at Honda to have these recalls fixed. I'd rather drive a Mitsubishi Eclipse like the car Brian O'Connor drove in the Fast and the Furious. Ooh, I used to want an Eclipse. Now I don't really care that much about cars, I guess. But so yeah, my experience with Honda has not always been the best. I feel like they're a bit greedy. I feel like I step in that place and I spend like, you know, yeah, a couple $100 every time. Where is the alcohol bottle? I think it's down in the... down here. I kind of want to see if Wolfman's off cooldown so I can see if I can get that, Oh, nice, the absinthe. Yeah, loaner cars are, like, standard for a lot of places. Well, some places. I mean, Gypsy's got a fancy car. And every time he has to take it in, like, they give him a loaner for however long he needs it. It could be, like, I think he's had a loaner for, like, over a week before. And they're just like, whatever, take this loaner car. I was like, oh, what must that be like? I guess when you buy a really expensive car or lease a really expensive car, like, they're more inclined to give you a rental. Or just maybe he's more aggressive about it than I am. I don't know. Also, like, I get it. I was up in an area that's not as busy, so, like, maybe they legitimately didn't have loaner cars. But at the same time, like, come on, man. Now, I will say that the last place I went, even though I was really mad about the 200 because she didn't tell me about it, they did pay for my Ubers back and forth, at least. They were like, oh, we can get you an Uber back and forth. So instead of, like, obviously I didn't need a loaner car. But they're like, yeah, no problem. We can get you an Uber to Uber you back to work, and then we can Uber you back over here when the car is ready. Like, okay. I meant to go to Benedict. Let's turn around. Oh wait, no, yeah, not Benedict Max. Benedict Point, and then I want to start a bounty out of there. But I am gonna grab this diggable. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't need a car for a while. I'm not in a position to buy a car. Hopefully I don't need one for a while. And again, I have a Honda that's only got 40,000 miles on it, so it should be fine for a while, I think. Hopefully. I apparently do need new brakes, but I did get new tires semi-recently, and I wasn't doing both at the same time. So the tires already paid off. Like, I got the tires already paid off. This was a while ago. And I was like, the brakes seem fine. Like, and I know people are like, well, there could still be something wrong with the brakes, but I'm like, I'm not having any issues with the brakes. Like, no issues stopping, no issues with, there's no noise, there's like nothing. And I was like, I feel like they could wait a little bit. It doesn't feel like an urgent braking situation. I feel like that was just one of those things where they're like, yeah, your brakes are a little blah, blah, you probably should get them replaced. And I'm like, yeah, do I really need to get them replaced then? I mean, there are 40,000 miles. Like, it is legitimately, like, I feel like a thing where they could need to be replaced. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah. You're not telling me they need to be replaced at all. So, maybe we'll just wait a little bit. It'll probably be the next thing I fix on the car, though. I'll go somewhere else and get another, like, estimate and, like, have them check them. Come on, Belladonna. Whoop. Go down there, but I can't. You just change brakes before they get issues. I do know that. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't have the best of luck with mechanics being truthful with me. Because I've had people tell me that I need to get my brakes changed, and I've taken it to somebody else, and they've been like, no, your brakes are fine. So, at the same time, I'm like, I'm like, is it an emergency? Probably not. Morning, Ducky. It will be the next thing on the list. I will get them changed before the year ends. And it's July, so I have a little bit of time before the year ends, but I will legitimately do it sometime this year. Or at least I will take it to somebody else and have them check, and if they say they need to be replaced, I'll have them replaced. People will literally buy a broken out Ford and just make it into a speeding demon. I mean, if you can fix cars up, like, you can buy anything. Buy a Miata, all the generations are reliable. The new one is the 4th most reliable new model on the market, just behind 2 Toyotas and Lexus. Ooh, that's good stuff. Miata. Like I said, this Honda's been pretty, knock on wood, it's been pretty reliable. I haven't had too much. There was the 2 recalls that I had fixed for free. This airbag light coming on is like the first thing that, like, the light that's going on. I just need to replace my tires. So we're like 45,000 miles over however much I am, and I just replaced the tires for the first time. I feel like that's pretty decent compared to my Nissan. They were the original factory, like, installed tires. I could be at 50,000 miles now. I don't know. I somewhere between 40 and 50. I don't think I'm higher than that, though. Morning, Hoof Girl. So, like, it has been, and I've had it since 2018. 6, yeah, so 8 years. And that's really it. That's really it. Just the tires and the light has been the main thing. Oh, the battery. The battery's gone out a few times. I've had the battery die. I need to replace. I think I'm on, like, my 3rd battery. So that has been the one thing. But the 2nd battery, I bought it and it stopped working, like, a week later, like a couple days later, I had to take it back and they replaced it for free because they're like, oh, this has been a faulty battery. Not to be sexist, but some mechanics like to run around corners with women, same with dealers. Yes, it's true, and that's why I have such trust issues with them, because I've definitely had stuff done on my cars in the past because I don't care about knowing anything about cars. I'm trusting the mechanic to tell me truthful, like what needs to be fixed. And unfortunately, some people take advantage of that. It's not that I can't learn about cars if I wanted to. I could learn. And I know the basic stuff. I can change some fuses. I know how to check the oil. Like I can change lights in the car, like headlights. Like I can change wiper. I can do little stuff because I know I can just do that quickly. But I don't care to learn other stuff.
What do you think you're doing?
That's why there's mechanics, so I can take them there, pay them, and I should be able to trust them. And some of them are douchebags. I can't do the Tobin Winfield bounty hunter mission. It's too difficult trying to protect him and fight the waves of enemies that appear. It is kind of a pain. It's definitely a pain solo. Because he's stupid and sometimes dies. It is doable, but it's not the best one, honestly. If I'm solo, it's not the one I'll pick. I'll do it every once in a while. But otherwise, I'm gonna pick better ones. Owl Loot is one of my favorites solo. So you can get them one at a time. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. How did the event go this morning, Dexter? Ooh, I just got really hungry. I've only had some watermelon this morning. Thankfully, my bike stopped itching.
Untie me now, Santo Dios.
Hey, Cadet, how's it going? I know we chatted a couple times back and forth. Oops. Back and forth in the comments sections. Appreciate you catching a live. A little low key this morning, not doing anything too crazy. Where's my pony? And I appreciate you stopping in and saying that. That's so kind. That makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like when people say stuff like that, it's you know, there's a purpose for what I'm doing here. I think the biggest reason why I still continue to stream is just the community, to being able to connect with people in the community. And honestly, like I said, it's the best part of my weekend. This gets me off to a great start. I get to chat with people. It's good, even if I've been having a bad day or whatnot.
Oh, come on! This again?
Did someone tell you to get blinker fluid? Not recently, no. Some people buy 3-row SUVs as soon as they get one kid. You should look at good safety, good vehicles that are nice and safe when you have a child. Like, so if you had something that was like super sporty and fun, but maybe not the safest out there, like it is smart to look at safe vehicles. But you probably, don't need to get the third row like SUV or van for one job. Unless you're planning to have 6 and you're investing long-term future, then probably that's okay. All right, let's see if Wolfman is off cooldown to see if we can get that to work. Should I get a Hummer? No. Should I get it because of the Family Guy Hummer guy? Yes, I will. I can't imagine ever wanting a Hummer. I know that was like the popular thing for a while. My mom wanted me to get get a Jeep for the longest time. She's a Jeep person now, and I just man, I've driven her Jeep and I hate it. I don't like it at all. It's not. I don't know. I feel so unsafe driving her Jeep. Like, I'll be driving down the road, And I told her if I fly up there and stay, if I don't get a rental car or if I don't drive up myself and have a car. I've had trouble getting a rental car there because I don't know if they just like aren't open when I fly in. And they're like, there's no cars available. I guess I could like walk up there when I get there if they're open. But anyway, I like drove her Jeep out to a wedding. It was like a little over an hour away. And I was like, I felt so like I was going to fly off the road. I wasn't even going that fast, driving the curves. And she's like, oh man, I was just thinking that the car was driving really nicely right now. And I was like, I don't know. It's probably just because I'm used to driving something that's like so smooth that like, and she's used to driving the Jeep. So like that, it's all normal for her. All right, we're gonna try the Wolfman again. Let's see when we get it to work. The last 2 times I've done Wolfman, they've both bugged out in weird ways, and then the daily has not worked for it. And so I'm curious, because that's a pretty, like, it almost always works for me. This has been weird the last couple times, and so I'm wondering if it's just, like, not working at all in general. SUVs are terrible for everyone outside the SUV, and now it's an arms race of having the bigger car in a crash. Yeah, which I know, like, in the past, it wasn't even necessarily the size of the vehicle, too. It was just how good the car was at absorbing that impact.
Wolfman. You heard about him?
And there's
Sounds
so,
like,
like this area I live in right now is just so bad for accidents.
With the wolves. I wish it was.
Obviously, my car is an SUV. I got it because I wanted an all-wheel drive vehicle for up in the snow. And then I moved a year later down here where it doesn't snow. If I'd known I was going to move to a warm climate, I would have gone with a car, probably. Now, it's not. It's a small SUV. It's an HRV, so it's smaller. It's not the big CRV. It is a smaller. It's a really good size for me, and I do like having the space in the back. I don't have dogs right now, but it was nice to have it for transporting dogs, fostering, like, you know. So, and it has been good because as I moved, like having the space is good. So I wouldn't take it back, but I probably wouldn't. If I was already down here, I probably would have gone with the car. But it is smart to have a little bit more space in the vehicle. Wait, when did I pick this hat up and put it on my head? How long has this hat been on my head? Holy cow. I'm not paying attention. Traffic deaths are on the rise in America, not the rest of the world. Everybody on the road thinks that they are the most important person. And everybody's like, oh, well, it's just a thing down here you have to know. People run red lights. Not like the light is yellow and the last couple people go through and it's like red when the last one goes through. The light is legitimately been red and your light is green and people are still going through. And I'm like, this bullshit. And then and then an accident happens and people get on and they're like, they need to do something about that intersection. There's always an accident there. What do you think there's always an accident there? Because bitches run the red light so blatantly. Like, you can't fix stupidity. People just think that they're the most important person in the world. And down here, it's terrible. People break so many traffic laws down here and they're like, well, that's just Florida. That's what we do down here. The reason why there's so many accidents is because people who aren't from Florida come down and, you know, they're the ones causing the accident. They're the ones causing the accident because you're breaking the law. I don't give a shit if that's a thing down here and everybody who's grown up here knows it. It's a red light for a fucking reason, you bitches. Shut up. I hate that. I hate people that use that whole, oh, if you grew up in Florida, you'd know. This is just what we do down here. No. Red lights are the same in every state. You're just dumb. I don't care if that's wildly accepted down here. And that's what everybody down here does. The reason why there's accidents is because you are running a red light. Like, get out of here. Hey, Braytech, how's it going? Welcome to my TED Talk. Oh, I went the wrong way. Where was the campfire I just saw where I thought he might be? I got turned around. Is it over here? It's over here. This is so odd. Oh, there's more wolves this time, though. Shit. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die, 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 die. Reload! Oh shit, I'm screwed. That one missed. Okay, you gotta let me run, for fuck's sake. Okay, so this one did not bug out again. Wait, I killed that one. Why? How was it back over here? Oh, it just... Okay, he's probably breaking free. Come on! For fuck's sake, game. Where's my horse? Okay. It didn't bug out, though, because the wolves did show up this time, so we could be okay for getting it this time.
Such a waste.
Come on, buddy, let's go. Ooh, okay.
Don't you take me
My nerves! I think the accidents in the United States aren't even because people are necessarily bad drivers. It's because people are impatient. It's because people are impatient, so they drive too fast, aggressive lane changes, ignoring red lights, like not waiting their turn, not paying attention. There's a lot of not paying attention, like being distracted. Distracted driving is a huge thing. I don't think it's necessarily that people just don't know how to drive, although that is some of it. A lot of it is just like pure impatience and stupidity. We're driving distracted. We're driving
always has been.
And being impatient at lights and stop signs and all kinds of things, and then like just like driving too fast and being too aggressive on it, or like I think that's a big thing.
Thinning of the flock, the hand of God. Are you listening? We all beasts. Don't you see? It's all we is. All of us men. But only I seems to see it.
All right, sir, can you shut up? I got a bear coming up here.
And eyes and stomachs. At least wolves got respect for the pack. We just out for ourselves.
Where's the bear? Where's the bear? Where's the bear?
They sent you after me because I'm free. Huff. Ruff, ruff. What would you have done, huh? Up here through winter, cold, shivering, starving. I gotta feed myself, don't I? If you'd seen
No, we're gonna switch to a bull.
in all their innocence, you would have done the same. Boy, he should have protected
This is gonna
himself.
be too close.
He should have been
Use the
stronger.
comfortably
Oh, I
use
took him because I
the
could. It's what wolves do. I just took what I could.
There he is. There he is. Oh, really? One with a bolt action? Nice. Okay. Yeah, last time I was ran straight into him, so I was like, let's stop early this time. Like, this will go so well, and then I'll die to the bear.
Kill me, don't cage me, goddamn you.
Kill me, don't cage me.
I won't be caged.
Alright, survey says, will it work? Will it work? Okay. That was my rant for the day with driving down here. Oh, also, if you want me to get into another rant, just the circles. I had somebody the other day in a roundabout. I was coming up to the roundabout, and there was a car in front of me approaching the roundabout, and then there was a red car in the roundabout, and they stopped in the roundabout to let the guy in front of me go into the roundabout. I'm just like, people. It's not how roundabouts, it's not how circles work. If you're in the circle, keep your ass driving. You do not stop in the circle. Look at this beautiful picture here in the valley. Look at this gorge in the valley right now. Perfect. That is like the perfect shot. You do not stop in the roundabout to let somebody in. Donkey. I'm gonna channel my inner... Oh, I forgot we were 9 for 9, so we couldn't even check it. Damn it. I forgot we got 9 for 9 with the revive. I thought I had one more to go. Well, we did get it with the revives. I forgot to revive the 2 snakes at the end. Okay, well, we'll never know if that would have worked. Well, no, plenty of people can comprehend roundabouts, just not down where I live. Somebody's like, well, there hasn't been roundabouts down here for very long. And I was like, I've lived here for 5 years now, almost, right? 4.5 years? I was like, the roundabouts have been here since I've been here. And I don't care if they put them in 6 months before I moved down here. I think 5 years is long enough for you to learn how the roundabout works, you know? Distracted driver is a huge problem. Feels like it's just getting worse too. Yes, it's getting so bad. Distracted drivers on your phones, you know, watching stuff when you're driving. Like, it's just got, between that and like the aggressive driving and then the just not caring if the light's red, like down here. I just like, those are like the top reasons I see why there's a lot of accidents, but distracted driving is awful. Because everybody thinks it'll never happen to you. They're like, oh, I can text and I'm not going to get into an accident because I'm paying attention, like I'm good enough. But like, that's why it's called an accident. Because you can't anticipate it happening. You also can't anticipate the other person. And if you're driving distracted, you can't make adjustments that maybe you could have if you're paying attention. And I'm not saying I'm also bad about distracted driving because I like get bored and I just like start thinking about stuff. So I'm not like, you know, taking myself out of that either. I mean, hopefully it doesn't ever cause an accident, but ooh, there's a coin up here. We're gonna go back. Yeah. Don't knock sports cars. It's like judging a fish on its ability to climb a tree. Who's knocking sports cars? Sports cars can be fun. I personally would never own one. Like, I don't think. Because I don't necessarily care. I want a reliable vehicle that gets me from point A to point B and that I don't have to spend a lot of money on. Because I don't ultimately care about cars that much. Now, I want it to look semi-nice. Like, my car, I like the way it looks. You know, so I don't want to have something that's completely ugly. Oh, you were making fun of sports cars for being too small. I mean, I think they have their place. I think it just depends on what you want the car for, honestly. What are your needs? Is it just you? Do you have a family? Like, how much do you drive? Where do you drive? Like, if you're driving, like, 80 miles a day for work, and you have a car that guzzles gas, like, that's probably not a smart choice. You probably should look into a different choice. Because it's just not economical. Unless you have, you know, you're a millionaire, billionaire, whatever. But it's just you. And you love cars and you like recreationally driving around. Like, yeah. Get yourself a sports car. At least you keep your eyes on the road. Yeah. I'm not saying I've never texted when I've been in the car before, but 1,800 gold quarter. Nice. So glad we came back for that one. But it's typically if I'm at like a red light or something. I don't like texts as I'm driving down the road for the most part. Again, I'm not saying I've never done it, especially if I'm like trying to coordinate with somebody and we're on the road together. Like, obviously it's a bad thing. I'm very careful when I do it. But again, accidents you can't control. Like, you shouldn't be doing it all. So it's a bad thing. But it's not like something I do all the time. It's situational. Roundabouts are too sophisticated for most southern drivers. I guess. The first traffic circle roundabout in the U.S. was in New York City in 1905. The first modern roundabout in the U.S. was 1990. Come on, guys. You have plenty of time to learn about roundabouts. I guess they're just more common up north, maybe. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. If I was in a roundabout that had like 4 lanes, I'm going to die. I will have no idea what to do. Because I'll be like, which lane do I have to be in to exit out of this roundabout? So there are roundabouts like that where there are like multiple lanes and they're confusing. I'm just talking, when I rant, I'm just talking about single lane roundabouts, by the way. Because I know that if I get into a 4-lane roundabout, I will be that person that does something very stupid. Because I won't know what I'm doing. But come on, a single lane roundabout, like, that's pretty simple. I'm just saying. John Marston in a roundabout. Be like, what in tarnation is this? Imagine roundabouts and wagons. I'm saving up for a new used Miata currently, but I also don't need a car, so I don't have one currently, but I love cars and I love Miatas. Yeah, Gypsy loves cars. He's a car person. I'm not a car person. I don't care. Point A, point B, reliable. Don't spend a lot of money. Those are my criteria. Not a bed upstairs. I definitely don't need the latest thing or the latest. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like technology in cars. There's some really cool stuff you can get in cars, and like the cameras nowadays, and like, yeah, all that's really cool. I just don't want to spend money on it. Not currently. Now, maybe if I made a lot more, or had a lot in savings, or I felt like I was in a more secure place, like sure, maybe I'd go for something a little fancier. But again, point A, point B, reliable, don't spend a lot of money. That's the goal. I'd rather spend my money on like games, gaming stuff, gaming equipment, computers, like that kind of stuff. That's where or like even fun stuff, like I don't know, Jim Shore collectibles, or like I don't know. Then spend it on like I don't know, something super expensive that immediately loses value as soon as you step off the lot. That's just personally. But again, I'm not a car person, so I totally understand that people put a lot of time and money into their cars because they like cars. 10:33 p.m. Hideous. Right, let's see. I'm gonna wrap up here shortly, but let's go do something else. 1 second. Phone keeps vibrating. Let's do like, isn't Mama Watson up here? Let's do Mama Watson mission. Oh, who else would give me a horse theft though? Sean will give me a horse theft if I can go. Maybe. I don't know if he'll give it to you. They haven't, for some reason, Block Building give me one. You can get all that and have a roof down. They also hold their value decently. The Miata, is that the Miata? They're not bad looking cars. Ooh, that is the 2026. It is very sporty. It's cute though. I feel like I would die in it. Around here, I feel like I would die. I will say, I do like having the HRV because I do like having some space to like move stuff. Or like if I had dogs or if I got into fostering again, I do like having a slightly larger vehicle, and it's not like a full SUV, so it's not like huge. So I don't know if I would go back to a car or not, like a tiny car. Purple Bean, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. There's a Lamborghini, which the movie Need for Speed couldn't use for how crazy the stunts for it, so they just use replicas. I haven't had a car since I moved from the east. I was going to buy a car when I was working at the car parts warehouse, but that got messed up. For now, I'm content to ride my bike. I would totally, like, I'm close enough to ride my bike to work. Dude, I'm kind of sad. Where I'm going to be working now, I literally, at my old apartment, was 1.5 miles down the road from where I'd be working. And it was a straight shot, and I didn't have to get on the busy road down here, and I'm so sad. Look, there are positives to living on this side of town in terms of, like, there's more lighting in this apartment. The layout's a little bit better. It is much smaller, but it is lighter and, like, better in that aspect. The reason I moved over to the side of town no longer applies. So if I'd stayed over on that side of town, literally I could have walked to work. Like, obviously walking almost 2 miles wouldn't be doable every day. But, like, I could literally, like, walk right to work. I could certainly bike. I would feel more comfortable on those roads biking. But, like, down here, they do have some bike lane stuff, but people drive so terribly. I would be afraid to die if I biked down here too much. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want,
Aren't you the cock of the walk and the belle of the ball? Let's do it.
So I am kind of sad about that. Because I was like, damn it. I could have just straight shot right from my apartment to work.
See?
On a road that's not too crazy busy.
Bit random, but
on a side of town.
nice
I'm kind of sad.
See what you think.
But I don't want to move again anytime soon because I'm tired of
Well,
moving,
then.
honestly. Hey, Roach, how's it going? Am I on PC? No, I'm on PlayStation.
Boy, now.
Be careful riding bicycle on roads and sidewalks. Yeah, I would be a little bit concerned riding a bike down here because people are stupid on the road. Like, I would totally do it. I wouldn't bike to work from where I am currently, but if I was over on the other side of town, I would. It would be less dangerous. Whereas doing it from where I am now, I would be concerned because you're on the main road, and the main road is kind of crazy. Main road that's very busy. Obviously, people do it all the time. People bike, people walk. I just don't know that I would be comfortable doing that. Oh, where are we going to steal horse in the garage? Oh, I know where we're going to the Great Plains to steal horse. I know. I pay attention to everything. Yeah. I feel like if you're on a bike, you have to. But even then, there's somebody that I follow that she bikes all the time. And she was just biking like normal. Somebody was parked. She didn't know somebody was in the car. And as soon as she went to ride past, they opened their door and it slammed into her. She actually did get mildly injured from it too. But it also was just this thing where she was now nervous about biking again because of this accident that happened. I don't trust drivers, yeah. I don't trust drivers either. Bike infrastructure is much better in my country compared to the rest of the world, except for the Netherlands. Riding bikes in the U.S. looks like a bad time. There are areas in the U.S. that have really good biking situations. Like there are areas that are very bike and walk friendly. I don't feel like I'm in an area that is, but there are some places. I feel like Colorado might be one of the ones that I've looked at before that has a really good, is really safe for bikers, and they have a lot of people who bike down there. I think it just depends on whether or not the city invests in that kind of stuff. Hey, little cutie. But yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of countries out there that do a much better job than we do. But we do have individual like cities and states that do pretty decent. Belladonna, don't run into me. It's like there are bike paths here, but it's just not set up in a way that's super safe. Especially because they'll change. It'll go from the right side, then it's in the middle, but it's like people don't pay attention to it, so when you're on the bike, like to switch, I don't know, it's crazy. Bike lanes are raised to sidewalk level, so there's curb. That's smart. That's smart.
We're protecting our land. Just won't do this.
You asked for it.
Belladonna's just hanging with me. She's like, I ain't scared. I'm with you. It'd be nice if they do stuff like that here, Thomas, if they would invest in that kind of stuff here. There's some cities and states that do a better job than others. They're a lot more, like, health forward, so a lot more into providing opportunities for people to, like, bike and walk and, like, use that as their means of transportation because it is healthier. And then there's places that, yeah. Alright, calm down, just calm down. Dude, someone started setting off fireworks last night at like 11 o'clock. You can steal my horse if you can get into this spot here. Birch Games, thank you so much for subscribing. Some drivers in the US see two wheels and instantly get mad for some reason. Some people do. Well, I think it's a like two-way thing. Like, some people just legitimately have complaints against motorcycles that are not founded. And then sometimes people who are riding motorcycles are assholes. And they are the reason why people don't like motorcyclists. However you say that. Alright, are we gonna die as soon as we come out of the cutscene? Are we gonna get killed? One never knows. Belladonna. Ooh, spicy. 3:11 a.m. Let's get a sunrise going here before I sign off. Let's see. What do we got collectible-wise over this way? Not a whole lot, actually. Ooh, can we get to this Agarita? Maybe. Don't get mad at chill bikers because of something. Oh, 100%. There, like I said, there are some people that don't like bikers no matter what. Like, they don't even have a reason. They just don't like them on the road. Which is the weirdest thing ever. As long as somebody's following the law and is not being an asshole, like, who cares? But yeah, some people are just prejudiced against bikers for some reason. I don't know why. Definitely plenty of time. The question is, where is it? Probably don't have very many Agarita. Damn, are we really down there? There it is, you see it? You don't even know how to get down there easily. I guess we can take this road around. This should take us down and around, right? Do we have enough time? 3:58 a.m. We should. Goes till 5 a.m. I believe. No, turn. Ooh, I'm so hungry. Like, I really want pancakes. I don't know if I have stuff to make pancakes, though. I don't know why I want pancakes, either. I really want nachos. Everybody in my friend group is posting nachos and stuff. I don't know stuff to make nachos either. Actually, you know what? I might have some corn tortillas unless they've gone bad. I could make tortilla chips. Potentially. I don't have an avocado, though. I thought so. With it being my last week, we had talked about going and getting food. But it's been a really, like, I was off 2 days and I wasn't feeling yesterday, so I don't know if we'll end up going or not, because there's a place we go nearby that's got Mexican. And I was like, I almost got it while I was off, but I was like, ooh, I might be getting it with my coworkers, and I don't want to do it twice in the same week. But now I'm kind of, like, wishing I had. Hey, Lacey, how's it going? My day is going really good. Spreading positivity again. If you remember me from last stream, love you always. I appreciate that. We were actually talking about positivity earlier and putting out positivity in the world, so I appreciate you stopping in and spreading the love. Thank you so much. I'm getting ready to end up here. I'm just trying to get it to be a daytime cycle. Have the sun come up, have some prettiness as we are logging out here. The best place when you have a sunrise is Big Valley. Let's ride up to Big Valley. Actually, I think there's a couple collectibles in Strawberry we can get to. There is a coin. One of the things I was talking about earlier was I think it's Walt Whitman. Somebody will have to correct me if it's not. Be curious, not judgmental. Which, of course, if you ever watch Ted Lasso, he uses that line in there. And I was like, we were talking a lot about that. Curious, not judgmental. Instead of judging people immediately, just be curious about maybe why they did something the way they did, or what's happening. And don't automatically assume the worst of people. Don't automatically assume their intentions were meant for, you know, something bad, I guess. Paraglock Gaming, thank you so much for subscribing. Couple people subscribing today. We got the dono from earlier. Appreciate you guys. Ooh, I just passed by a collectible because it's vibrating. Alright, we gotta get to the valley before the sun comes up. What if it's raining though? This is gonna be such a bummer.
Hello.
Like wait till it's time for daylight and then it's like pouring down rain. Okay, talking about food is making me even hungrier. So what should I eat? I had a little bit of like pasta last night that was terrible. So it was the last meal I had. I have had a little Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie non-dairy the last couple days. They had a buy one get one. Delicious. Imagine a little lead tasso. If you've never seen Ted Lasso too, highly recommend. Highly recommend. It's been so good. I'm like just beginning season 3, I think. And I've really enjoyed it. I really like him and like his sayings, and and he's not perfect, and he's going through problems, and you know he's got his own challenges, and you know sometimes needs a little bit of kindness back, but like the positivity, like that he shows the people around him, I think it's just something to aspire for, honestly. And unfortunately, Ted Lasso is only on like Apple Plus, so I had to pay for a month subscription. Here we go. We got the sunrise. We're in the beautiful valley. It's a little foggy over there. I wonder if turning into a deer is still broken down here. I need to go find some Harriet flowers and turn into the possum again, though. That's so much fun. I feel like I haven't come across a Harriet flower in forever, though. That's somebody's horse? It is. So that looks like a Dutch Warmblood, and that Dutch Warmblood isn't in the wild. I don't see the Black American Standard. Dude, I'm sorry. This is just like the prettiest. I would love to go somewhere that looks like this and ride a horse through this area. I would love to do that. Bucket list idea. Bonus if I get to see wild horses like this. Look at this wild horse is still walking toward me. He's about to get freaked out though. He's like, no, you're coming too close. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up there for the day. I'm like, my stomach is letting me know. It is super hungry. I need to grind out Red Dead Online, but I'm focused on another game at the same time, though I can multitask and just lazy. Sometimes it's difficult to play more than one game. What's the other game you're playing right now? If you catch this before I officially end. I'm just curious. It can be hard, especially with single player games. The good thing about online is you can kind of hop in and do a little bit, but also, It's Angel, thank you so much again for the donation. Really appreciate you. All the people who subbed as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. Let me just look at the schedule here real quick. I should be back next Saturday normal. Yeah, so I could, like I've been doing, throwing in some Fortnite or some other streams throughout the week. If you ever want to pop in and say hi, feel free to do that. If you're just here for Red Dead, no worries at all. Red Dead will still be consistently my weekend game. I should be the normal schedule the next 2 Saturdays, the 18th and the 25th, and then the 1st, just to give you guys a heads up, I will not be live at 9 a.m. because I'll be watching Spider-Man. So I'll be live later in the afternoon that day, and I will give you guys reminders about that as well. But I do really appreciate all you guys being here, all the support. You guys are fantastic, and yes, please go out, spread love, positivity. That is the important thing. I think I'm going to start doing like positive affirmations on stream as well. I want to get a deck of cards for it. I see another streamer that does this, and I really love how they integrate it. So I think that might be something I do as well, because I think we can all put a little bit more greatness out in the world. So thank you guys so much again. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll chat with you guys all soon. Bye, everybody.